Hello, how are you? Today my heart is very heavy. I have presented 10 episode for Hearts Between Lines and it is called season number 1. You enjoyed it, you watched it, you looked it. Absolutely. Here is the emotional and poetic season 1 final episode number 10. The message in the margin. The message in the margin. The biggest thing are sometimes said in the smallest space, a scribble on a page corner, a note behind a photo, a whisper in the margin. This is how season number 1 ends. Not with a confession, but with a quiet message, left, right, where it belongs all along. It was the last week of the school before summer break. Classroom echoed more than usual. Lockers half emptied. Walls stripped bare of their color. The final bell had a different kind of ring, like a door opening and closing at once. Gappu did not like endings. He always lingered, packing slowly, waving a little too long, looking back before turning corners. This day felt like one of those, the end of a chapter, but not yet a goodbye. Tinku had written less lately, fewer voice notes, no new songs, but when she did send something, it mattered. Last Tuesday, she texted, "What if we make our stories visible next year? Not just notes, not just sketches, something real." He stared at the message for 5 whole minutes before replying, "We already are." That week, Kapu carried a book with him everywhere. Not a sketchbook, not a journal, just a plain old copy to kill a mockingbird. The same one they read together in ninth grade. Tinku had once said, "Margin are the best place to say real things." He flipped through the book now, wondering if she had ever scribbled something he missed. And then he saw it, page 204, faint pencil, teeny letter, slanted sideways in the lower margin. "If this ever feels like the last page, know that I would still read the whole book again if you asked." He stopped breathing for a second, not because it was dramatic, but because sometimes a heart pauses just long enough to let love sink in. He did not text, he did not call, he just tore out a page from his notebook and copied one line. "Every story has a margin. That is where I keep you. Every story has a margin. That's where I keep you." Now, dear audience, you can see this line tells us that the love between two has built up. He folded it carefully, placed it between the last 2 pages of the book, and added a post-it note. "For the next time you check this out, from someone who reads you even when you are quiet." What a line! Then he returned the book to the library. No one saw him do it, but he smiled the whole walk back. 3 days later, in another city's library, Tinku received a parcel. Inside, a blank notebook, a single drawing taped on the first page. It was a sketch of 2 open books placed beside each other. The spines faced outward. The title, "Her Silence, His Voice." And beneath them, one sentence, "Our story is the margin between the two." She blinked twice, smiled, closed the notebook, and hugged it to her chest. She did not reply right away, did not have to. Instead, she walked to her desk, opened her pencil case, and began to write in the margin of her own story now. Meanwhile, back at school, Zara sat with Gapu on their last lunch break of the year. So that's it, he shrugged. For now, you okay with that? He tapped the table with his pencil. Yeah, because we wrote something real. Zara looked sideways at him. You ever gonna tell her how you feel? Like really? He leaned back, maybe, but right now I am just glad she listens when I speak and speaks even when she is silent. That night, Gapu created one final sketch before summer. It showed a book lying open on the grass. In the margins, figure, the sky above was full of stars, each one shaped like tiny quotation mark, and at the every button corner, season 1 complete was written. The next day, Tinku finally replied. One photo, her own sketch, a pair of shoes side by side on a long curved road. Caption, some pages are meant to be turned slowly. See you in the next chapter. And that was it. Not a goodbye, not a promise, just a page turned, a margin filled, a feeling saved. Dear audience, you see the ending of season number 1, Hearts Between Line, is very romantic. It is not ending. It is the start of episode number 2, which will you see in the coming days. Now, we are going to close this episode and final touches. Not every story ends with a kiss, or a promise, or a loud moment. Some just pause gently in the quiet space between what was said and what still lives in the margin. Gapu and Tinku did not say I love you, but maybe through sketches and songs, letters and silence, they already had. And it is thank you so much for watching 10 episodes of season number 1. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope you liked it. If you have enjoyed it, if you have liked it, kindly submit a comment for my hard work, for my work, so I can, for my appreciation, for my motivation, for my inspiration. I will be in wait. Thank you so much. See you in episode number 2 with other same further love story. Thank you so much.